succession of stuff we have on the Exile side. Well, they had wine bottles, I guess, whiskey bottles and stuff, right? I don't think they had beer cans. Okay, so that last one was Poise on Mia Chua for Dominion side. So now we're on Exiles. We're just going to go down this list. We've got several to go. So first up is Z's project on Rise, one of those. Again, bit of a little secluded area, lots of trees. It's mostly the bramble bushes, just oversized and being used. I love those things as trees. They work out really good. And then, you know, a little pine tree here and there. And off we come to this little outpost looking thing, little cabin in the woods kind of deal. We're going to take a look at the stuff that's around first, and then we'll go inside. So again, you get this like you've come to Hillbilly Joe's place or something. Again, we're needing the banjo music and things. You know, there I see some traps here. There's some wood cutting going on. I like this. You've got this 3 stages. The standard little logs, the finished chopped ones, and then one on the chopping block. What is that? A sparking wire that's being used as the one prepared. Where's your axe? We're missing the axe. Again, lots of little pine trees out here, a couple of fallen ones. Need to slow her down a bit. There we go. Lots of mossy bits coming out. Small little graveyard here. Another little trap. It's Trapper John's stuff. Or is that the wrong kind of show? Whoops. Now this reminds me of the fab kit for the survivalists. It's got all these corpses and tables, and they've got their tools ready to chop up the meat. Got them even in the barrel. Guess this is where they hang them up and drain them from their blood, and then you cook them up and eat them. Pretty graphic there. Old Billy Bob, huh? Oh, are you guys on the plot? I stumbled across somebody this morning when I was checking things out to make sure everything was working right. I think I scared them off. So the porch, which obviously the house did not come with, has been added by Z. We have lots of moss again, and this is also an Exiles version. Like I said, it's the favorite pick. And so it's Exile floors just extended out, and also as the porch itself, not just the roof. With the granite pillars for the supports. And wow, if you heard that growl, that was my stomach. I even had breakfast this morning already, and I'm still... that's a little disturbing, having the cage with the skeleton in it. It's been in there so long and just kind of croaked and everything. This is a little weird with the dead chicken up in the little hammock thing. He's had a bad day. Got some stabby stuff in him. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Z chose to just make the doorway more narrow by adding in the 2x4 panels. Again, remember, I asked them specifically not to remove pieces, but they were welcome to add things. And this is one option. Z has a door here. It opens from the inside, but I think the path, the opening itself has been narrowed a bit. Again, the little lamp that you see here, that's probably from an actual lamp post, and the post is just inset into the wall there. They forgot to feed it. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry if my descriptions are a little nasty sounding. Oof, my stomach's just going nuts. So the door itself looks to be like 2x4s, even for the framework, and then green unframed glass just layered up a bit to make the green a little bit more noticeable. Again, I don't particularly understand why the glass has just the corners colored up. If it's going to be a tent, I think I would have preferred it to be, but you know, maybe for like a frosty look, it looks better with it just the corners being a little brighter than the rest. But I guess this would be more as like the moss is kind of growing on the windows or something, that kind of thing. I'm trying to see what's being used as the handle. It looks like one of the Osun chain links. And it's doing double time. It's big enough where it shows up on both sides, so they only have to use one piece rather than two. That's smart building. Whenever you can do that, try that. Okay, so bedroom area sort of first, I guess. Let's see what we got here. Again, remember, they just had a shell, so any interior walls and separations and stuff, that's something they've added themselves. So let's start with the bedroom here. It's been sectioned off with 2x4s. 2x4s, it looks like, for the frame of the bed. Lots of the fur rugs for the covering. One of those new tribal mats rolled up for the pillow part, and then the shields. I constantly call them pillows. I'm glad someone else sees it that way too. Because they just look like fluffy pillows to me. They don't look like shields. And I think it's because it's on both sides. I think that's why it reminds me of a pillow. Again, window treatments. Notice these came with shutters on the outside. I'll have to take a look at that again to make sure what those are. The open hearth, I think they were smart in figuring out how to kind of avoid working with that curved in and just blocked it all in. It looks like hover part pieces for most of this, from straight full pipes ones to the curved to get the hearth opening there. It looks like some Draken fencing for that little back and the bottom here. And of course the small campfire for the fire itself. And again, just a place to hang your, well, the kills here apparently, but it could be used for like a family emblem up here. If you want to use this as a guild house of some sort, that would be where your crest would be. You can have special collectibles, trophies if you're a trophy collector, that kind of thing. I like how these can just be adapted to whoever. Let's see. Closet here. I like that. It's just hard to see what the dark part is. I assume it's maybe a table, like a metal table, or an enlarged travel poster to get that dark bit. And then the doors itself is just metal edged 2x4 bits. The shorter one, I think, though, just enlarged. The handles look like the tops of bottles. Maybe that's a hover part piece. Kind of see a line there if I get really close. Yeah, it looks really nice, all of it. Here we have the little coat rack. There we go. I could only think of the Flemish word for it, capstock, and I was like, what's English? What's English? It's the hat rack, hooks, coat hanger thingies, hang your hat, hang your scarf, whatever. Again, matching cabinetry on both sides. Oh no, Z, not that one. Oh, nasty toilet. I guess it's suitable for this particular thing. I imagine this is for the towel. The sink's got some gooey stuff in it. That's just an upside down eye splotch. Lots of 2x4s for all of this building, this little section here. Staircase landings for the door, and again, that Osun chain link there. Now, again, I told them not to make any holes into the build, but this is something that Zodi could opt to change up later. Like, say you wanted to move this onto an actual place where the hatch house is located, move this over top of it, and then make this so that it may be interactable and have it lift up, or find some item that actually opens up, like insetting one of those new weapons crates and having, look like you pull the chain and that lifts up the little door, and then you get access to the bunker house that way. That would be fun. But this is just a simulation that there's a door there, a little hatch. So it's basically the doorknob, the staircase landings, and that kind of thing with the chains and the. Well, those things have some heavy collision on those little chain links, don't they? Because I can't go very close over there. Here we have the kitchen area, nicely spotlighted out. It's almost so bright it makes it a little darker over here. It looks like the metal tables, flat metal tables for the cabinets, countertops there. Staircase landing and metal-edged wooden pieces for the drawers and cabinet here. Again, the bottle tops for the handles. Looks like a garage-style dresser for this bit here to make it look like the oven. And the handle for that, I think it's the handle of the firewood. Firewood has that little metal like basket holder kind of thing, and if you sink it in, it's just a little handle bit for that. More staircase landings for the cabinets up here, just a repeat of that. Again, it makes it match nicely. We've gone to, I think the only con we've been to is BlizzCon, the one that they had in Paris several years ago. And that one was pretty good. I think we actually went to GamesCon when WildStar was there, and we picked up some t-shirts, but that place was nothing compared to the other. I think BlizzCon spoiled us, so my husband's not too keen on going to any more, unfortunately. Shelves, metal-edged wood. You've got the ship hand locker for the refrigerator. And then again, it's just kind of mirrored over. I like that kind of, sometimes I say I prefer odd numbers, but when it's something like this, a mirrored kind of look really helps make it look clean and neat. Just nice. I don't know what those are. It's some kind of a Caspian lamp or something. It's giving off that red stuff. Is that, what is that? It looks like Ichthian tanks with red moon vents. Is that supposed to be like the water tank? Or, oh, okay, I see. I see a spout there, I think. I think it's the vent tank or something. It's the water jug, water cooler thingy. That's what it is. I'll get it. Well, they're just so busy. There's just so many people, and I don't know. It'd have to be someplace close. I definitely wouldn't like fly to the States for it or anything like that. Kitchen lamp is the top part of the Cassian lamppost. Yeah, I figured it was Cassian for sure, but I wasn't sure which one because I don't use a lot of Dominion decor for whatever reason. It's not because I'm against Dominion, it's just I don't know, the colors I think is not something I use a lot. I like this table. I can't really see it, but I suspect the base of it is uh, a hover part piece, and then the top is just several 2x4s laid out. I like how it's a little junky, but it's not. Notice the floor mat here, the little welcome mat is one of those tribal mats, the open version. Let's see. Wow, it's gotten really dark here. Or is it just my eyes? Because it seems like it's gotten super dark. They do have shutters for the windows back here. Is that just 2x4s that you put together? See, now me, I would have probably opted to just use staircase landings, but that doesn't look like what that is. So that is Z's Raise or Rise Raise. Little cabin in the woods. I don't know why I'm running to the thingy there. On to the next. This is Maddie's project on Issa Irie. Sounds like, but look at that. I'm like, you can only see my ears. Whoop. There we go. Love the little stone path. It's all so nice and neat. Maddie went for summer beach house. It's, again, I believe it's just one big giant upside down silver chalice for the water, which looks amazing as water. Got some help from the Protostar Insta-Hills for a lot of the raised ground. It looks like some of those new spacewalk rocks for the mountainous bits. I see the top of a thinkerhead over there. Little walkway here. It looks like the bottoms of the makeshift bulletin boards, the stones from that. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like for this stone bits here. Look at the porch on this thing. Oran pillars mostly. Lots of 2x4s it looks like. And the small trellises for the bits up top. A better look on this side. For the little decoration here, that's those Osun metal grating that you get from the Soul Frost vendor. Now, Maddie is one of the few that took the Oran style modular house, so you can see how that looks. Window treatments for the flower baskets. It's just several of those pod planters lined up, and then some extra plants added in, I think, to kind of change it up a little bit. Porch appears to be just mostly 2x4s, it looks like. Look at these lovely benches. Almost an S shape, sort of. And those are all just pillars, people. Just lots and lots of those orange pillars. It's such a cute design. Maybe you can see it better this way. Got a little bit of a cylinder there. I don't know, was that meant to be left there? I think maybe that was meant accidentally left. Only I would notice that. Oh, sorry, Rabbit. Yeah, we've kind of we've got still one, two, three, seven. We've got about 9 places to go still, so you've got things to look at. But I think that was something to help maybe guide the shape of it, and I got left because I don't see that on any of the others. So sorry for pointing that out. I'm sure it wasn't meant to be left. But for the table, it looks like those edge pieces, like I used for the trophy cabinet on the golf plot, for the tabletop, and then just the cylinders are hiding that narrow bit. Is it? Well, yeah, that's probably a great way to do that. I normally just kind of eyeball it myself, but yeah, I think it was an accidental leave there. For these pots, it's the Draken cauldrons. Looks like 2 of them stuck together to kind of give it a little bit more thickness. And then the everybody's favorite palm trees in there for some plantage. For the doorway, it looks like Maddie chose to decorate it up with glass. So you got these sliding glass doors, it looks like. Trying to see what's being used as the handle. It looks like a hover part piece of the half pipe bit being used for that. And then curved glass for this little decoration up here, both directions. Yeah, I think we've shown that before, explained it. Wow, this is just amazing looking in here already. I haven't even hardly stepped in. Let's see, we'll go this direction first, I guess. And again, really hard to see the lighting. Notice there's lots of use. A lot of people have been finding some amazing ways to give different textures to their walls. And these tribal mats, the flat versions, are a new favorite for a lot of our builders, not only for cabinetry, wall design, just making it look like fancy wallpaper. It's really pretty amazing looking. Again, it brings a nice contrast. And while we could, one could easily use like an Oran a wall instead of that, this has some texture to it, a different pattern. So it's nice to have some items like that. I wish they would give us more of those with different textures and stuff so that we can make brick walls and ones that look like paneling and other things. But I believe this is the coat rack where you would hang your hat, your coat, your keys, your umbrella. And this little cabinet here, it looks like one of those metal crates just sunk in, so you just see the corners and the handles stuck in there. For the little table here, it looks like one of the empty trophy cabinets for the base. And then hover part pieces for the top. Domes for the seating here, hollow and solid it looks like. And then I want to say it's one of the grain sacks or something for the cushion there. Rolled tribal mats for the curtain above the window. Get up there. Really hard to see. Looks like hover part pieces, the little dome part, for part of the lighting. inset with the actual hanging Orin lamp. And then the little bits, which is kind of hard to see here, it's the back side of the rolled one. The rolled mat actually has two different colors. If it's on the top, it's lighter, and on the bottom, it's dark. So they've actually made it kind of a stripe pattern here, and they're using the dark side on the outer bit of the lamp here. But you can see it's hover part pieces for the round bit, and then they've just linked the two round bits together by using lots of those round ones. If you're wondering where to get these tribal mats, those come from the Far Trader fab kit. A little like snowy style fab kit with a little lot vendor on it. And she has certain stocked items. They're like limited. But basically, if you buy something and then they're out of it, then just come back a little while later and they'll have some more. And you can just keep stocking up on them. Oh, don't worry about it, you guys. This is, again, as everyone's pointing out, it's not a competition. We're just admiring everybody's has been great so far. Nobody has let us down at all. Okay, so here's the, notice the ceiling even has that decoration. Look at the fan. Goodness gracious. Again, with the tribal mats, the two bits. The cabinetry, it looks like, again, I can't tell what that is. What is that? It's kind of like glassy. I don't know what this is. Maddie. It looks like layered glass to kind of brighten these up. Kind of really helps to showcase, especially these little statues and things. No, they don't look like pillars. It could be, but they look shiny, like almost like glass tubes. I honestly don't know what that is. I know you guys try to find ways to stump me. I've seen this pattern before, and I'm pretty sure well, that Maddie told me what it was, but I don't even know. Oh, is it exile pillars? Seriously? Wow. It's hard to tell. But that's a really pretty use of them. I guess it's turned so it kind of looks like it's from both sides or something. Because I know Maddie couldn't be with us here, and I promised that a few of you guys knew what the heck it was. So I'm counting on you guys to fill me in. This little sectional couch, again, adorable. The little red pillow here, that's just the bow ties. Multiples of them run around. The table here, again, the lighting is horrible. It looks like those, that empty trophy cabinet again, but multiples of them to give a little different design, with the edge piece of the hover park boards being used for the tabletop. I can't quite see what this being used as the cushions. I want to say it's just grain bags, but I'm not for positive there. Hover part pieces for, I think, the rest of it, maybe with a little bit of something else thrown in there. It's so dark, it's hard to tell. Again, matching the curtain striped look with both sides. It's a little easier to see over here because there's some actual light. Again, notice the pattern here. I think that's being created by using the Osun links and just having them all stuck together. and making that beautiful pattern. Kind of like almost a honeycomb type look. It could be that it's not that, and it could be just lots of hover part pieces, but I hope it's the other, because it seems like a lot of work on that wall. Yeah, they've got some new waterfalls in the works. They haven't actually released them yet that I'm aware of, but hey, let me see if I can see here. Nope, that's all hover part pieces, it looks like. I'm trying to get my angle right, but I can't. And they've just repeated it all around there. There's just so much stuff. The beautiful wall thing. And they've changed it, you know, here they've got the tribal mats coming through. Here it's the layered glass. Crazy nuts. Just makes you want to go, what? How did they do that? The beaded curtain, of course, is hanging chains, multiples. Remember, that has no collision whatsoever, so it's great for kind of dividing off a room. You know, there's a little bit of privacy because it's a little bit obscured, but you can still get in. So this is the bathroom. Yeah, Peregrine's been posting a lot of little sneak peeks. And what's frustrating is there's no consistency. You know, before it was like Peregrine would post something and then like a week later we'd get it. And it's been a while since we saw the sneak peek of the waterfalls. And still. Okay, so the cabinetry and the basin for the sink looks like just lots of pillars again. Can't tell what's being used for the basin there. My screen is just so dark. It looks like it's red, so I presume it's the same red that's being down here, which I guess would be exile walls. And then there looks like to be a little red moon vent for the drain. The nozzle here and the switches, I think the little faucet thingies are tops of wine bottles, and then this is that Chua copper sipper cup thingy, and then of course a window for the mirror. This here is part of the Dominion streamer, the really long ribbon looking thing, and they've just got it so that you see that little top part. Notice they opted for just straight bits here for the lighting up top, and it's just lots of layered glass. You can see the streamers better here for the curtain for the shower. Just like long ribbons. There's two different versions. Exiles is the blue and the Dominion is the red. So that's, again, a good way of tying that together, having that design slip in there both ways. For the stool, it appears to be tubes surrounding the Oran tree table for the little stool. Cabinet is glass, lots of pillars here, a little bit of 2x4s for the shelving. Got a cylinder for this little corner shelf here. That plant there, that's one of the new, oh, this is the toilet, never mind, it's not a stool. Well, I guess it's a stool, depending on where you're from. That's the toilet, because there's the flusher there. Yeah, I didn't even recognize it at first. Yeah, I think that's mostly tubes and cylinders and things there for the toilet. But that's one of the new plants from the spring decor pack, for those wondering. For the stairs, it's basically just the tops of the pillars, it appears. Trying to get up in there. For the towel rack, it's a combination, it looks like, of the back of a shelf, the Chua shelf or the Exile shelf, one of the two, and then the Cassian candle firework there. For the tub, it looks like just the pillars, and then I'm not sure, I assume either a hover part piece or a dome of some sort being used for that bowl. Hover part piece is probably easier to work with, I think, because I think it comes in two different sections. Crazy, crazy stuff. Here comes the kitchen. We've got the refrigerator straight off. It's from, it looks like, I know it's not the lighters. I'm trying to remember what, I've seen this before, but I can't picture what it is. Like, I don't know, bottom of some thingy. It looks like the lighter to me. The, what's it called? The tiny, shiny lighter or something. The streamer, let me see. I want to say not, but yeah, there's collision on the streamers, so they don't behave like the chains. Ah, yes, the air conditioner. You're right. It's the one with the little fan that goes around and around. That's the side of it, I think. I knew I had somebody do that before, and I couldn't remember what it was. The handles, I think, are vintage beer mugs, but it could be something else. That's what it looks like, though, the shape of it. And then hover part pieces for most of the rest of it. For the kitchen counters, I suspect those are the bottoms of the gear trophies. And then these here with the little gear designs are, I think it's Humble gift packs, gift boxes, or Humble Gifts, or Winterfest Gift Humble, some funny name like that. Because the gift wrapping has little gears and actually has, I think, a bow on top. But if you flip it over to the bottom, you just see this little white bit with the, if I'm not mistaken, Maddie's used that for a kitchen design before. They had it on the back kind of bit. This here is, I think they said it was the stairs, WildStar stairs with the like a travel poster inset to make that little design for the dry rack. This, of course, is the sink that you get from the Boxing Gym Fab Kit. The plants you see in the planter here along the window, again, are from the spring decor pack. The cutting board here, that's the orange shelf. It's the back of it. The shelf itself has like some little weird knobbly bits, and they've just turned it this way to make it look like a cutting board. The handles, I think, are the feet of one of the Oran either cabinets, dresser, or something like that, because it's got a little bit of yellow on there. The framework, I think, is, I suspect it's travel posters or window frames. It could be either. Not sure about that. The stove is the Dominion scanner for that little window there. Travel poster, some Chua cups, the ergonomics keyboard. You see the Chua cups here. For the burners, it looks like, it almost looks like pillars here with the bottoms of some tanks, but I'm not sure about the pillar part. It might just be the edges of some more travel posters to make those little brackets. Again, that's a lot of detail for something that most people just tend to have like a round circle and they call it good. I don't know if there's noise. I don't have my sound up, so there could be. But for a refrigerator, the noise would work, I think. Again, still seeing the pattern here. There's a little clock up here. You can see the hands are those streamers again. Looks like it might be books maybe for the hours. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Too far away for me to angle it just right. Either a bowl or something for that little ring around the bottom. And I suspect, again, the bottom of a gear trophy for the face of it. For the overhead, it's just curved glass and then one of the blue light lounge tables. For this bit here, I don't remember what they've been using for that bright blue. I want to say it's one of the Winterfest items, but I think it's the emblem that has that bright, very heavy blue. And then it looks like the bowls, the ones with the green interior, just using those connected to each other to make this nice little honeycomb pattern. Yeah, it's the bowls with the green pattern for sure. The blue, I want to say it's the Winterfest emblem, the little thing that kind of looks like a racing helmet. I think on the back side of it, it's blue, but I'm not for positive on that. It could be, I don't know. I don't think it's a firework because that would be sticking out the back side too much. And hover part pieces for most of the bottom of the cabinetry. So into the last room here, which is the bedroom. So you have the closet, which is all closed off. Again, matching that ceiling up there. As with the rest of the house. These are those metal crates again. And I guess those are just pillars being used. Looks like maybe 2x4s for the trimming there. Yeah, the bed looks pretty amazing. Okay, let's see. It looks like the bedposts themselves are the tiki roofs upside down so that they're using the posts of the roof as the posts for the bed. For the framework, it looks like one of the pictures, because the wood doesn't look quite dark enough to be 2x4s, and it looks like a single piece for each one, so I suspect it's a portrait of some kind. Can't think of which one it might be. For the bed itself, it looks like a towel being used for this part, and then the snow bits for the bed bottom, like the mattress part, the fitted sheet, and then lots of those striped pillows for the matching pillows and the comforter part that goes on top. Again, lots of use of the hover part pieces for a lot of the framework. Lots and lots of use of the tribal mats for not just wall coverings, decorations on the wall, curtains, but also the carpeting in here. Just amazing, amazing. And think of it, everybody was given the same bit, and we've seen so many variations. It's just nuts. Just crazy, crazy. Let's see, I'm going to take a better look at these flower beds here. I think it's, yeah, it's the rain gutters being used as the trays and just filled with sandbags for the dirt. So that is, I believe, all of Maddie's modular project on Issa Eyrie. Next is, whoops. I think I spelled that wrong. Oh, I got it. Savannah Ashmore, which is Chiki's Exile alt called Sunset Valley. Again, I'm just amazed at how people have just embraced these little houses. I just figured people were going to go, oh, I'll put it on a plot. Kind of do like mine. There's like nothing else around it. It's just a little house and they decorate it. No, 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 no. You guys have just said, no, I'm going to make an entire plot for the whole thing. So Chiki has given us a little mountainous wooded area. You kind of feel like you're in a going up a little valley kind of thing. And again, it's the snowy hills. You can see the puffs of snow coming up as I run up this green grass. And Chiki's made it so that it's a pretty steep rise, an incline there. Adding little bushes and rocks and mushrooms here and there. And then you realize just how high up you've actually come when you get to the house itself, which is set on this little outcropping here, and you can see the valley down below. Just an amazing setup. I'm anxious to see how it goes. You know, once this is done, I'm sure they'll feel inclined to further decorate. But you can see the bunker house way down there, and then another ramping here just to kind of get you to go back down so you don't fall off. And there's Chiki there. We've come to take a look. So there's actually a cave below, and it's like cut right into the rock here, the mountain. And the little modular house is set up, situated on top of that. So you've got a bit of grass and a bit of stone for the base of this. And you can see they chose the Exiles version. And we're going to take a look on the outside first. So you can see they've actually added a little generator to the back to supply their electricity. So it's just a box with a little danger sign on it. Looks like a bottle top. Actually, it might be a glass bottom for the little knob, 2 floors, and then a Cassian pillar for the wiring bit. Just something, you know, everybody treats it differently, but not something everybody would think about adding, some kind of a power source for their house. So here's, it's basically like a little patio area. It's just the stone that it's built on, and then they fenced it in with granite fencing, and using some stones for the steps to get up into the house. And again, they've chosen the staircase landings for the door. The handle is, they've actually used a cylinder and 2 domes for that. So lots of ideas for, you know, maybe you have a certain item that you always use for a handle. This is a good opportunity to see various different types of approaches to something so simple as a handle to a door, or a drawer, or a shelf. Now there's all sorts of stuff. Not shelf, cabinet. So here's their little patio set. Again, it's the domes. I guess it'd be the granite version. with just two staircase landings. And notice the back is slightly slanted, make it a little more comfortable. And Chiki's enjoying a bowl of grapes with their little fruity drinks on the side. Again, the table is granite domes and a cylinder to join that in. Looks nice and comfy. Let's see. It looks like for this little bit of grass here, they're using, I want to say it's the mossy bits for that. And then in we go. We'll start off as usual in the bedroom area, sort of, I think. I think this is actually the bathroom stuff. So window treatments, we've got a pillar across to behave as the curtain rod, and then the summer decor beach towel for the curtain itself. I think they've used that for most of them. Okay, so this is like a little bunk bed kind of thing. This reminds me of like a bed we used to have when we were little. You got the little staircase here, just 2x4s. Notice it's angled ever so slightly. The cabinetry, it looks like the handles here are drake and cauldrons, and then the cabinets are oran floors inset into all of this 2x4 bits. Remember, these divisions and stuff that you see, those are all put in by the builder because the house actually was just a shell, nothing there. Notice they took the liberty of opening a few so you can actually see what's inside. Not a lot of people like to do that because maybe they don't want to make it look like somebody's like in the middle of something like that. But it helps to kind of showcase what's inside. Maybe they have two shelves here instead of, you know, maybe it's like 3 or 4, or maybe it's hiding a secret safe or something, or it's got cobwebs in it and they haven't used it in a while. But it's always fun to see open ones like this. The bed itself, it looks like it's either the ice rock blocks or a towel being used for the white part, and then the folded beach towel and the flat one for the covers and pillow. Very cute stuff. Here's the bathroom. You have the tub area, no shower this time. 2x4s for all of that. The towel is just the towel. Notice this is a little bit slanted, you know, if you want to relax. The faucet is actually tubes and domes for the handles, and there's even indication of hot and cold water. I think those are fireworks, the bottoms of them poking through to kind of show. And then a red moon vent for the drain. Glass for the door here, the framework. Toilet, everybody's favorite. Lots of tubes, domes, floors. There's Merv Dynamite there. Where's the light switch? Ah, yes. See, this little detail like that, it's just crazy, you guys. Trying to see what that is. Now, me, I probably would have tried like an open book, but I suspect that's not what that is. It looks like, I don't know what that is. What is that? Yeah, the toilet's got water in it. I guess that would be glass, or maybe the upside down of a chalice or something. Is it a trophy? The bottom of a, oh, what's it called? The gear trophy thing. I guess a couple of them to make this little flippy switch. That's just, you guys' detail is just amazing. There's a lot of things I think most people wouldn't even bother with, switches and plugins and stuff. So for this cabinet, it looks like oran floors, Merg dynamite for all the handles, 2x4s for a lot of the framework. That looks like the bottom of a metal plate. The washer and dryer. You got some glass. It's made out of the arches to give it that open window there. Cassian curved walls and stuff for the inside. Mostly orange floors for all of this. And of course those little panels that you can actually, well, won't let me because it's out of sight for whatever reason, but anyway. For the table and stool, it's a purple pillow, and again, domes and cylinders. Simple, cute. Notice the lamp is also being used as the chandelier. A lot of people forget you don't have to use things just exactly as they are. Notice the little decoration here. Something most people will probably just put up just lots of 2x4s and forget to use differences in their makeup to just dress it up a little bit. It's really nice. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. We have, what in the world is that? The things keep disappearing because they're so small. I know these are tubes and cylinders for the handles. Is that one of those Dominion shelves there? Not sure if that's Dominion shelves or what. Bottle tops for most of the handles in here. It looks like foreign floors for most of these bits, and the cabinets here. Draken versions for the cabinet top. Similar setup that's in the bathroom, but as the sinks, this is all, I think, travel posters for this bit. All this metal bit is really nice. So it's two of the Dominion shelves. The Dominion shelf, I think it's called Imperium shelf at some point, depending on if it's in your inventory or if it's in your crate. It's like a clearish sort of icy looking bit. A lot of people like to use it to pretend like something's like embossed inside it, you know, stuck inside it like amber something or other. And 2x4s for a lot of this. Orange sconces for the lighting. All this little different setup. So cute and cozy. The island for the kitchen. Again, 2x4s, Draken floors. Even got some little cabinetry under here. The travel poster sunk in. That's to give it that nice little trim. It looks really great. The only sad thing is when you're using some of these items at the size you want them, you just have to risk that they disappear at a certain. The only trouble with that is when someone goes to take a screenshot. If I'm trying to take an overview of the kitchen, that disappears and it's harder to get in there. I'd have to get pretty close to make sure that those show up. It's weird how they render too. They kind of go from the top to the bottom. But that's the frustrating thing is, and I'm sure it's to do with the rendering, how it works. Here's the stove and the oven. We've got Draken materials here for most of the backing and the upper part, with the orange sconces again poking through. The Red Moon vent for the exhaust. For the burners, I think those are landing pads, if I remember right. And for the knobs, rather than the standard Chua cups everybody likes, including myself, these I think are from the Space Chase, right? It's either one of the windows or like exhaust things. I'm not sure. Yeah, it certainly is different. It's actually hollow, which a lot of us kind of, avoid because it's when you make a hollow pocket like that, whether it be the sink, a cabinet, or an open hearth or an oven kind of contraption, it's more decor because you're having to do all the walls inside and all that kind of stuff. But this one looks really nice. Using the Osun metal grating for the rack in there, and even having the little bits that would hold the rack, um, the glass, and then Cassian pillars for those bits, the handle and the tray liners or whatever you want to call them. I think I have 2 of those, so not enough for a full oven set like this. The top of this stove top, I think, is those um, graded floor, the ones with the yellow stripe around it. The graded floor panels, I think is what it's called. I like to use them for like paths in a town and stuff. Let's see. Notice even just the little trim here. It's those little things that look so nice. Travel posters, I think, for some of this. Crazy, crazy stuff. An added little 2x4 to make a little windowsill here. For the cabinetry and everything, I like how they've just gone with the curve of the building and made that like a little cubby hole for this little couch setup. Again, folded towels for the cushions, and then 2x4s for most of this bit, accented with the orange floors, just to make it a little, it helps pop it. Again, that contrast is really nice. For the TV set, we have 2x4s, orange floors, bottle tops. For the DVD covers, it's just shrunken down travel posters. For the little CD maker, it's those metal graded floor bits sandwiched together, a travel poster sandwiched inside itself to keep it gray, and then a plate used as the disc. Travel posters and those metal graded flooring again for the TV, and then a detonator for the little light. This looks just like our TV at home downstairs. It looks just like it. Notice the little wire even connecting it. Very cute. So adorable. I just want to move into all of these places. I'm going to have a house for every week of the year. So that is Cheeky's CBDC project on Savannah Ashmore. You did, Cheeky, you did. Me, I like cheated the last time I did it. I just covered them up and said, nope, we're going to have straight walls in here. But the curved ones, you did really well. That was a really good incorporation of them. You didn't feel like it was forced or anything. It was good. Real good. So next one, we're just moving right along. Whoops. Is Lay's on Kaya Bluethorn. Now Lay was one of the few that chose Oran style. And wow, here we go. This is the really lovely little heart-shaped porch area. Let's just take a look around, see what might have been added on the back. We've got a little chimney going on. Looks like a firecracker, the firework thing for the little topper, and then tubes for the little vent for the stove. You can see a little bit of difference in the windows, how they treated it, divvied it up a little bit more unique. For the porch, it looks like hover part pieces, both some curved ones and everything to get that little shape that they wanted. 2x4s for most of the framework of this lattice bit here, and then lots of overgrowth to kind of give it a nice ivy look with hanging berries coming down. It's just like a grapevine. A little bit of the weeping cups as well. Give it some movement, a little extra color. For the little table set here, it looks like the Winterfest fence post for that bottom there, and then colorful orange windows for the table top, possibly the bottom. For the stools, it looks like upside down orange tree tables topped with cushions. Over here we have a strange little design. It looks like the bowls with maybe another kind of fireworks stuck in and just multiples of it to make this nice little pattern. The lounge chairs are orange coffee tables, a little bit of a hover part piece, and then topped with the folded towels from the summer pack. Notice they do come in different styles, but the way the packs work for the summer bits is you have to choose which pack. So you'll get like multiples of the drinks and stuff for each pack, but depending on the pack you choose, you'll get a different version of the towels. You'll get the folded, the round, the rolled, and the flat, but either it'll be the seaweed style, which I believe is this one, or it'll be the blue striped one, or a different type. So if you want all of them, then you have to buy multiple packs for sure. Is that where you got your grapes? For the little table here, another just hover part piece. It looks like kind of hard to see. It looks like 2x4s that are framing up a another one of the Orin coffee tables, and then of course those summer decor pack drinks. For the doors, looks like half staircase landing, half glass with a little bit of trimming and 2x4s. Again, when you layer the glass, it can change how it's more frosted in certain places, so you can get some interesting patterns going on, and this is a good example. We got the little, I guess that's the deadlock or something as a hammer. For the handles, it's just the bowl. Again, doing double time, it's just size big enough where it goes through the wall of the door, and so you can see it on both sides. Notice even got the little key lock here. The detail, you guys, is just crazy. This one again has taken it a little bit more open. There is some division a little bit, but it's still it's see-through, so you don't have that enclosed feeling. A little bit of enclosure here, but still lots of glass, so it still feels pretty open. So let's start on this end. We'll start in the bedroom here. Wow, we just got so much stuff. It looks like little storage bins built in here. 2x4 for the shelves and some of this bit here for the little tops. It looks like maybe the oh, what's that book called? The really thick one, like a ledger or something. It's not a ledger. It's tome, I think is what it was. That's what it looks like with the little latches on it. And then they've added another little bit, which I I want to say it's one of the cauldron handles, but I can't be for positive. Make those little latches for storage space. That's what it looks like to me. It could be something totally different, and I'm just misreading what it's supposed to be, but that's what it looks like to me. I love how they've got a little bookmark in the book, kind of like, you know, a ribbon. Again, it's one of those streamers. Um, Look at this little lacy looking lamp. It's a dome, a Merg dynamite, another dome, and then lots of little Granock lights hanging off of it. That's so cute. Handles of the red plant pot. Okay, that makes sense. The one with the little vent bush or whatever out of it. But yeah, I love the lamp. That's so fancy and girly. It's just adorable. Look at the window treatment here. It looks like a shade, and they even have a shade puller. That's just one of the wind chimes, the rusty one, I think. Even a little latch here. Just so much little tiny details, you know, to lock the window. The things you guys include is just beyond me. Here's a lovely little bed tray made out of, looks like 2x4s, a Granock floor, the new tea set that everybody loves, and then some colored orange windows for cookies. This is one of the Valentine plushies. I think this one is one as well. Those are in fact available on the Cash Shop again, the Valentine set. The cabinets, those are red tinted glass. Some are green, alternating. Just give it a little discotheque look, nice and flashy. 2x4s, and then just some lovely little collectibles. Great way to showcase. If you're wondering what this is, it looks like one of the gift packs from Winterfest down in there. And added a top of one of those, it looks like the top of a bowl, and then the handle from the Draken urn, it looks like. Make it look like a little hat box or gift box or something. Again, notice the tribal mats sneaking in there with the Draken fence post, it looks like, poking through. Has the handles for that. Look at the little drawer under here. I'm not sure what's being used for the handles on that, but it's nice and golden. Yeah, this is a really nice little setup. I mean, again, I want to move into every one of these houses. It's just too pretty. 2x4 is there, but I don't know what's being used for the handles there. I suspect it's one of those new, like the golden chest or something. For this little vase here, it looks like the top of the lop jug, and they've just sunk it down and just have the top of it showing. For the TV stand, it's the Exiles shelf. I see, it looks like, oh, what's that thing called? The streamer, and then one of those actual TVs just inset inside to make it look like an actual TV set. Compact thing. The little lamp up above. Look at that thing. There's bananas galore up there. A fruity lamp. One of the new Osun battle lanterns. A dome, a chain, and it looks like the top of, or the bottom of the metal bowl again. Look at even the framing on the roof, the ceiling. Just changing it up a little bit, making it their own. For this little nook, it looks like a combination of books, um, walls, exile walls, and upside down empty cabinets, the trophy cabinets, and more books. And it looks like Merg Dynamite for the handles on all the shelves and stuff. Just looks very fancy and expensive. Can't get up there. There we go. Again, the curtains, the cabinets up here, tribal mats, 2x4s. This here, I think, is the Winterfest gate, and they've just sunk it in, so you just see that little top part. Added some lights, and I think those are the dynamite fireworks for the little supports underneath the cabinet. Looks very pretty. The vase is a combination of looks like two different bottles. This is a short file and the top of a beer bottle, I think. A wine bottle with different types of flowers stuck in. On the bottom here, you can see, yeah, those are all the stems of the bananas. It just makes a little odd design. So pretty. Of course, the top is that gift package, the humble one that we saw in the other place, being used as like a little table runner kind of thing. Over here, we have a very ornate set of furniture. That ornateness comes from not only the ornate little pillar for Orin being used as the legs for not only the table, the desk, and the chairs, but also the filigree coming off of the Hugel portrait. A lot of people love this for detail work. For adding extra design, and the gold is a favorite, so this works really nice. It looks like a plate for the bottom of a plate, metal plate for the mirror part, and then just two Hugel portraits there. You've got one being used for the topper. This has got hover part pieces inset with a little bowl. This one, hover part pieces for most of the top, books for the inset, and lots of little knickknacks here. Look, you've got like an ink pot that's made out of some bowls, and it looks like a, what is that, a silver keg maybe? Discarded notes, but they've got most of them sunk down so that you only see one sheet of paper. One of the maps, the tattered map, the treasure map, or whatever you call it, it's upside down. You can barely see the tip of the knife that's actually poking into it, and they've got it so that the knife is down hidden inside the desk. A repeat of the lamp, which again helps tie in, keeping it all the same. These are the books with the bottle tops for the handles. But look at the little writing pen. It's two of the dynamite sticks from the fireworks set on top of the spade. So it looks like a felt, one of those, not felt tip, one of those old-fashioned pens. Looks really nice. I love the little details like that. And of course the chair is very matching to the table over here, same design. Again, inset with the book. It looks like it's got the little imagery there on there. Very cute. Very fancy. 2x4s for most of the divider here, and then inset with glass panels layered up to give it a little bit of color and brightness. Over here we have the kitchen. I mean, talk about some color here. This is just amazing. You've got, I guess this is that um, fan again, the exhaust fan that was used for the refrigerator in the other house. It's being used for the floor here with, I suspect, the tops of pillars for these bits. It could be the bottoms of those long-stemmed rocket fireworks as well, because this is kind of a notable marking on the bottoms of those, so it could be that. The oven itself is mostly comprised of uh, tablet computers. You'll see that here, here, all of this bit here. The grate here, the floor grate, is there and on the front of the oven part. The little knobs and controls here, I think this part for sure is the rusty fuel pump. And you'll see that repeated here for the little weigh scale. You've got the magnetic container on this part. For the burners, I'm trying to think what that is. I'm not sure what that is for the little burners, but it looks like they're using the same item for the handles here too. I'm not for positive what those are. But those are two at the bottoms of tour cups underneath that, whatever this is here. Top of the Osun banner. Okay. Well, there you go. Top of the Osun banner. Is it also being used for the handles for the towel rack here? Tubes and cylinders up above, a little bit of hover part pieces to give that fluted thing for the vent. For the bubbles, I suspect that's a clunky fire extinguisher underneath there somewhere. Oh, is it? Okay. The Marauder shelf here, the net shelf. What about the knobs here? I can't really tell what those are. Look at the little waffle iron. I think those are the same, the bottom of the rockets again, because it's got that little stripe on the one side. That's the only reason I recognize it. Because when I made my chocolate bar, that's what I used, and kind of memorable. But it looks like the waffle iron, if I can get a better shot of it, which it doesn't seem to want to go in there. See if I can zoom up this way. It looks like travel posters, the bottoms of those rockets from the fireworks set, and then two handles of the hammers. The weigh scale again is mostly the rusty fuel pumps topped with one of those cables. I like the paper towel roll if you're out of paper towels. It's just three empty toilet paper rolls sandwiched together to make one long one. With, I suspect, yeah, triangle pieces for the little hook bits. That's the back of the tree picture, I think. The soup is, I think it's the bottom of the Marauder fan. And then the ladle is the mop handle with a bowl, I think, being used as the ladle part. Notice the different colored glass here mimics the coloring here as well. 2x4s, staircase landings, and Berg dynamite for the handles. Okay, so landing pad for the waffle iron and the floor. I guess that'd be over here. I imagine there will be people contacting you guys in game directly to go, hey, what did you use for that? For the sink, it looks like two bowls with, again, the clunky fire extinguisher making those bubbles, and either glass or upside down. Forgot to close my window. It's just a little loud now. Upside down chalice for the water. Tubing for most of the sink bit. For the handles, it looks like glasses with inset with firecrackers, fireworks to indicate hot and cold. For the little flower pot here, that looks like 2 or 3 fireworks crates just sandwiched together. For the cabinets, again, I'm not sure. I think this one's the what's it called? The tablet computer. This, I would say it's the exile wall, but it looks a little different. And I don't know what the blue is for sure. The top looks to be like the bottoms of the gear trophies. Of course, the bag is one of the gift sacks from Winterfest, and they've got it stuffed with groceries. They even have a little fruit basket here, hanging chains, 2x4s, staircase landings, and then just decorating it up. Really cute, but so much detail. The water is ice chunk from Arctera Fab Kit seller. Oh, well, that's good. It doesn't look too, it looks just like water. That's really a nice effect. Guess I'll have to go get myself some of those. Yeah, it could be Zodi. People will be asking for the code. I prefer just to know what is in it, and then I'll just tinker around myself. The cabinets are fireworks, but a pain to work with. Oh my gosh, I imagine, because they're round, so I know the curtain itself is fireworks. You just got the top of it hidden up behind there. Notice the little pool thing again still. There's a clock up here, plates, and fireworks for the hands of the clock. Oh, did I get myself stuck? I think I did. Let me go back out. Hey Siskwy, glad you could join us. Just in time to see me get stuck on the cabinetry there. Okay, back inside to the kitchen. Don't jump up on the cabinets. Naughty carrot. Notice this one has kind of an indication that there might be a sliding door of some sort. Maybe one of those that's like sandwiches up to itself, since I don't think you see the door here. This would be the bathroom. What a lovely little bathroom. Again, a little bit of extra window treatment to kind of break it up from the rest. They've done that on both sides. So you have the arches, the tribal mats rolled up. Toilet bowl is upside down bottle with another bottle inset for the pusher. The stool itself is a bowl. Looks like a vent tank, a window, upside down fireworks crate, cylinder here. They've got a little clothesbin here, and looks like 2x4s and staircase landings and one of those fireworks crates being used as the container there. The shower itself is a Merg explosive and a Chua pillar. And then you've got the controls, it looks like. Turn it on, like lights up, hot to cold, I guess. Those are the those new and long holographic bits that you get from the housing vendor. Domes or cylinders, curved glass, Chua pillars. Merg dynamite for the table settings here, 2x4s, the bowl. This is that, yeah, the control panel, the oscillating one. A window framed with 2x4s. Look at the toothbrush, people. That's some big bristles there. It looks like tufts of grass, the alga rock, a little tuft on a 2x4. Simple, but there you go. It's a little toothbrush. Again, you guys are nuts with the details here. It's just funny. I like the little inset here, using that curved bit. Not hiding all of it, but using some of it as the shelving there. Nice little closet. Got some rolled towels up above. For this, I think it's staircases. I could be wrong for that little design there. Staircase landings and Merg dynamite for the handles. Is that staircases, or did you actually just layer in several different 2x4s in there? Staircases, okay. I figure it's probably, what, two of them stuck together to kind of close it up, because otherwise you'd see like some gap between them and see actually inside it. But yeah, some great work, guys. This is just totally above and beyond expectations. Like your little homes away from homes. Like your little vacation houses. That's what I'm thinking these are behaving like. So that was Lay's Kea Bluethorn modular home. On to